So, hi everybody, a very good evening. How are you? Hope all well, hope all great, hope all under control and stuff. The weather's kind, my gosh, people don't seem to be enjoying it and stuff. Me personally as well, been resting and stuff, and of course, whatever work. So, I'm Jashin Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor Design. You're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor, and I would like to share with you a great read that I read in the morning, but I was holding to share it back. So, cheers to you. Firstly, on a small hard drink, whiskey. It's a special occasion in the family, so this is cheers to one of my family members, and this is not promoting alcohol, so I'm just relaxing it, taking it easy. So anybody who sees the video, if you're at home, enjoy your drink and sleep off and avoid drinking too much. So I'm Jasleen Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor Design. We're in the business of, like I said, designing and manufacturing home and office decor. And this share is nothing to do with my work. It's actually about happiness, and it's actually about finding joy within yourself and stuff. So we all have situations, we all have circumstances, we all have challenges that come our way, and happiness becomes a challenge. And you may hear a news of somebody, or you may kind of hear of a loss, or something doesn't go well and stuff, and we kind of start not feeling that great. So this read is about happiness. Happiness, what is happiness? Is happiness based on a relationship? Is happiness based on friendship? Is happiness based on money? Is happiness based on health? Is happiness based on what? So the read is about happiness, which is in the paper today, and it's by a spiritual leader who talks about happiness. We are trying to seek happiness outside ourselves. It's trying to look at a cloud and say, you know what, that's where the happiness lies. But happiness, what is happiness? I think I've been sharing this for a long time. Happiness is a state of mind that must be loved and cherished and lived, and neither worldly power nor money making schemes can actually capture it. Mental restlessness and other issues result from outward focus of awareness, and what people tell you on restlessness and stuff, which is their perception, is actually not going to guarantee happiness, because if you start terming people as restless and stuff, you're not seeing the positive in them, but they may actually be very stable and very happy. True happiness is never found outside ourselves. True happiness is not found in chasing monies and businesses and stuff. Those who seek are chasing rainbows among clouds. And when you analyze it, it is understanding that, when you're kind of clinging to something, or you're kind of doubting and you're uncertain, that's when happiness leaves you. You cling to something which you know in your heart that someday cannot betray you. However, closer scrutiny reveals that self-indulgence only mocks its votaries and stuff. And I'm sorry, I think the light is less, so I'm not able to read, but a materialistic life tempts mankind with assurance, but is consistent only in this. It never fails eventually to break all the promises, and man is allowed, and a man is told to depend increasingly on outside circumstances and on materialistic things, then being kind of stable in physical, mental, and spiritual nourishment. And possession of materialistic riches without inner peace is what drives a human being or people crazy. It's like dying of thirst while bathing in a lake. And if material poverty is to be avoided, spiritual poverty must not be kind of avoided. It is important to differentiate between your needs and wants. Your needs are few, while your wants can be limited. In order to find freedom and bliss, stop creating limitless wants and pursuing the will of false happiness. The more you depend upon conditions outside yourself for happiness, the less happiness you will experience. and fostering the desire for luxuries is the surest way to increase misery. So I mean, this is kind of questionable, because a lot of people, they love luxury. There's nothing wrong in wanting luxuries. There's nothing wrong in wanting comfort. There's nothing wrong in wanting security. There's nothing wrong in being aspirational, because when you have all of that, you can actually benefit the world from it and stuff. But the point is, when you're doing all of that, and when you possess all of that, or you're in the process of kind of having all of that, are you really happy? So this is what really matters. Spend your time in search of lasting happiness or bliss, and embrace your fickle consciousness on the changelessness and calmness within you, which is the throne of God. Let your soul manifest bliss night and day. Happiness can be secured by the exercise of self control, by cultivating habits of plain living and high thinking, and by spending less money, even though earning more. Make an effort to earn more happiness and more joy, and be able to be in a situation where you have means of helping others and helping other people who are not able to help themselves. What is the use of spending all of one's time on things that don't last? The drama of life, for its mortality, the fact that it is merely that a drama and an illusion. Those who think the play to be real and lasting weep through sad parts, grieves, and grieve that happy parts cannot endure, and feel sad that the play must at last come to an end. The wise, however, seek the drama for the utter delusion. It is seek eternal happiness in the self within. So this also is a part and parcel of Buddhism. Many school of thoughts in India, they teach you on happiness. It's becoming a part of the curriculum as well. Mindfulness is talking about happiness and joy and stuff. And a simple example is that I just kind of connected with somebody, and they've not been keeping well for the last 4 months and stuff. So do you think the person's family is going to be happy? And the same goes for you. I mean, if you had, let's say, a loss, or if you've not been feeling that great and your health is not up to the mark and stuff, are you going to be happy? So the point is, before you place, priority on just materialistic things and stuff like that, which I'm not saying are not important, because when you have a lot, you can also, enjoy a lot, and you can also have a great life, and you can have other people enjoying with you and stuff. But the point is, if that was taken away from you, the question would be, is your happiness based on materialistic things? What about relationships? What about joy? What about real friendship? What about the world and stuff? What about regular stuff? I mean, let's say I've gone yesterday to somebody's house only to kind of watch them play cards and stuff, and a nice dinner on the table with simple people made me happy. So happiness is not far-fetched. So try and practice happiness, and it says, seek eternal bliss in the self within, rather than focusing on unnecessary drama, unnecessary negativity, unnecessary stuff, and definitions and versions, and other people's stories and stuff. Try and focus on what makes you happy. So let's say a cup of, let's say a cup of chai or a coffee, or maybe this drink is going to make me happy. But the point is, this happiness is short lived, because when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to be kind of back on the same track, thinking about the world and the issues and whatever stuff I have to do. But the point is this, that if I can stay happy, irrespective of the fact of whatever challenges come my way, whatever issues come my way and stuff, then I would call myself someone who's got a control on the situations and a control on myself. And it's not like people in daily life don't have challenges. So that is what is actually winning, and that is actually what is happiness. Challenging and enjoying over the negativity and the sickness in the world and stuff. There are lots of people who are kind of trying to throw negative at you, drama at you. They want you to be in these loops of negativity online and offline, and they want you to be participating in that. So the moment you kind of step out of it and say, hey, you know what, I'm not interested, and I'm going to focus on you and my life, and you may continue doing or whatever, that's when you're kind of taking charge of your mindset and your happiness. Okay, so love and luck, and take care, have fun, have a blast, enjoy yourself. And it's going to be a weekend tomorrow, so I guess it's time everybody met up and had fun. Enjoy, make the best use of the weather, make the best use of the situations coming to you. Slow down, relax, chill. Everything doesn't have to be around work and looking at the weather and everything. Try and have more caring and more warmth for people, and invite them over and have a great time, because the weather is certainly not making everybody and anybody feel great. At least I'm not, because I woke up in the morning all enthused, all charged up, and 2 hours later I was like, fuck, I mean, a freak, I've got a headache, pardon my lingo. So there may be other people like this, so try and make everybody comfortable. And as you place trying to make other people comfortable and caring for them, look after yourself first, okay? So love and luck, and take care, have fun, have a blast, enjoy yourself, and remember, these little tips I've given before may help you feel good. They open up the pores to your ear, to your nose, and to your breathing and stuff. So include these in your daily lives. So love and luck, and take care, have fun, and thank you for your messages. I'm on jkapani@gmail.com, justinkapani@gmail.com, sorry, justinkapani.im@gmail.com, and justinkapanioffice@gmail.com. Love and luck, and take care, have fun. Bye bye.